Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well and having a blissful and fantastic days with your loved one. So let's start the update. Today we are going to discuss next targets of BTC and what levels I am expecting BTC to hit and what we are going to see in upcoming days for BTC. So in my previous updates and videos update and also the chart updates, I have mentioned many times that we are in a bull flag pattern which has a support zone around $74,000 to $75,000 zone, and it's been playing very perfectly since day one. And I have mentioned before that this is the similar pattern which was formed in between the range of $73,000 to $49,000 previously. We have seen a bounce back every time we have seen price in the support zone. Price come to the support zone and then goes to the resistance zone and then bounce back to the support zone, and we have seen a sharp rejection every time the price hits the upper trend line. Same in the current zone, which was around 1,09,000 and the support zone around $74,000. So first we have seen the perm from the last bull flag, which almost hit the $1,09,000 at an all-time high, and then BTC start to consolidate in a new bull flag pattern. I have mentioned many times that every time we see in the upper zone, in the red and orange zone, every time we see in this zone, we will gonna sell, and every time we're gonna see in the zone between the green line and the yellow line, we will buy and sell in the upper zone. So in my previous update, I have mentioned and drawn this head and shoulder inverse head and shoulder pattern and mentioned these targets when we have bought BTC at $74,500 zone. Currently, BTC is about to break the head and shoulder pattern. If it successfully breakouts and move toward the upside zone at the $93,000 zone to $95,000 zone, which is a best zone for selling. But as we see in the indicators, as SMA 200 and SMA 100 is telling that currently we have a resistance at $88,000 and then we have a heavy resistance at $91,000. So first I'm going to short at $88,500 zone with a stop loss of $89,200 zone. And if this breaks and hits the upper zone at $91,000 zone, then I will re-short from $91,000 zone to $91,500 zone with a similar stop loss of 0.5 to 1% at $92,000 zone to catch the good sell opportunity. But if this does not work and price breaks the orange SMA, then we are going to see BTC at $97,000 zone to $98,000 zone, and I'm literally gonna sell at this zone with a tight stop loss of 1 lakh 400 or 1 lakh $1,000 zone. And if this sell goes as planned, then I'm expecting price to came down toward the $73,000 to $72,000 zone in upcoming 1 to 2 months, because as we have tariff being paused for almost 3 months, and BTC price has been consolidating almost 6 to 7 days in the zone between $82,000 to $86,700 zone. As we can see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, almost 11 days BTC has been consolidating in this zone. So we will see a good pump toward the $90,000 to $91,500 zone, where we will gonna sell with a tight stop loss of 1% to 1.5%. We will use 1% to 1.5% stop loss to catch the sell opportunity. If price breaks this zone and closes a candle above this zone, then we are definitely gonna see $98,000 zone to $99,000 zone, and definitely we are gonna sell in this zone. As in my previous update, I have mentioned that if we'll break the zone, if we break the zone of $86,000 zone, then we'll definitely gonna see $88,000 to $89,000 zone. A strong high liquidity is sitting in this zone, as previously we have seen a decline from this zone, almost touched the $88,500 zone, and price moved sharply toward the $74,000 zone. So at this zone we have seen a breakout from the black pattern, which I have done last in our last update. So currently we have a resistance at $88,000 to $89,000 zone. We can see a sharp drop toward this zone, toward $85,000 to $84,400 zone. Once we hit the $88,000 to $89,000 zone, I'm expecting a drop from this zone. As you can see, this new candle is forming, that is been forming, it's creating a FVG gap. Here we can see here quite FVG gap, and mostly markets 70% to 75% chances that these FVGs are going to be definitely be filled in upcoming few days. So friends, here's the levels. If BTC breaks the current level and at $88,000 to 89, the current resistance at $88,000 to $89,000 zone, then we are definitely gonna see the price move toward the $88,000 zone to $89,000 zone, where we have previously seen a decline and a sharp sell. If you remember, sir, I have definitely mentioned many times that we are, until we are above this yellow line zone or $72,500 zone, we are in a safe zone and we are going up. Many traders and many influencers were obviously telling that we are going to break and we are going to see $65,000 zone, or many even saying that we are going beyond this zone to $35,000 zone. That was the stupidest thing I have ever seen in my life. The only thing we can do is to trade level by level, enter in a level and exit in a level. There's no need to rush things. The people who rush things definitely gonna lose. We have to buy at the bottom and we have to sell at the top. How we gonna know that this is the bottom and this is support? Indicators and the technical analysis told us where's the bottom and where's the top. So at this zone we have seen a sell toward the $74,000 zone. Similarly, in this zone we could accumulate $94,000 to $95,000 zone, we could accumulate, but this accumulation will determine the next upcoming move for the BTC.